I think I have this overriding thing about my life that I'm going through. I'm like the shedding period, and I know I'm doing this because I'm going through the trainings. I'm learning, and I'm like speaking up for myself and changing the way I'm thinking about circum circumstances. I was reading the Bible, and like the last couple of days, I've been going through this thing about whether I should talk to my friend, how should I come off, and in the verse, it was in Proverbs, and it was basically, uh, it's better for you to have peace, dry bread, than to be in this realm of chaos. I was like, okay, speaking to something now. I'm in, okay, and then on the first two verses of like Proverbs 18, it was like, fools only care about their opinions. And then there's another section in the Bible. It was like uh, talking about others. That's what it was titled. It was like, "Have you ever had your friends talk about you behind your back?" And I was like, "Oh, guy, you working overtime right now." And it was like, here's a solution for it. Forgive them. So I started this thing where I'm gonna do this now. If something ever happens in my life, or i.e. the viewer's person, if something actually happens to you, and it's a friend, or it's a peer, or it's your parents, or it's a teacher, right? Try this challenge. Speak up for yourself in that moment, because if you don't speak up in that moment, you won't ever have the strength to speak up for yourself moving forward, because you feel like your opinion shouldn't matter, right? But here's the thing, what I'm trying to get at. If you leave that situation without speaking up, it is your obligation to forgive, and to forgive yourself, and to move on and say that's in the past. That's how I'm operating. So when my kids ask me like, "Yo, Dad, like, how do you handle a situation if like my friend or somebody's like they're picking on me?" Or it's like, I won't ever tell them to, "Hey, laugh it off," because I don't like, I am a product of what it looks like to laugh off problems. I laugh in uncomfortable situations. I used to laugh in uncomfortable situations. Now, but the thing is, it's like those are the things that I want to preach to people that are in my corner. But most importantly, it's the fact that when I read that and it was like, "Hey, you gotta forgive," I allowed myself to forgive. I allowed myself to be like, "Yo, you know what? A lot of my friends ain't really support me when I was coming up. Okay, I can forgive you guys for that. I'm not trying to hold any grudges or judgment, because now I'm switching from this period of time of me saying and holding on, grasping, because I have nothing going on. When I say nothing, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not communicating with. I have my personal life that's going on. I have no reason to hold. I have zero reason. Zero, zero, zero. I have nothing for me to bring into, be like, "Yo, this is what's going on in my life and I'm struggling." Like, no, I have nothing. I have to be happy and I have to be grateful. And the shift is, I am looking at those things that are brought up. If I'm thinking about something, a negative situation, I am actively pulling that in. So that is what it is. But how do it's all those things that I'm dealing with. But what I'm trying to move is changing the direction to say, you know what? People think about me. People care about me. People are moving. Hold on. Hello? Yeah, what's up? No. It's friends. What's up? You text him. Alright. It's funny because I be trying to y'all just literally just watch me. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But I'm trying to move into a situation where I'm just like, hey, I'm just grateful, and I want the people around me to be happy for me. Like that's kind of like where I'm at. Like I'm only looking at situations where I'm like, yo, maybe the people that I care for the most, or the people that care for me, that's what they're doing. Maybe my name is being spoken highly. You know, maybe my because I don't want to even think about my name being in darkness no more. I promise you, I don't. I don't. I'm going to assume if you do not like me, I am going to now assume that you like me. Because you don't talk to me, I think you don't talk to me because you like me so much. And it's better for you to not talk to me because the light is gonna light. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like that's what I'm gonna assume about people now, and I'm gonna assume that like people are gonna be like, oh, I fuck with what he got going on. I see where he got going on. I can have all my different opinions, but my assumption out of everybody now is positive. Yeah, you cannot like me. It's gonna be positive, sir. The fact that you put my name in your mouth, thank you for thinking about me. Thank you for being on my. Thank you for having me on your mind. Because not only do I care enough, because your mind is on mine, right? I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna be in a different light, and I'm gonna be in a situation. So that, yeah, when people look at me, they're gonna ask me questions like, "How do you feel about this, bro?" Everybody in my comments, I'm gonna say the same thing. I've always been like this. This isn't nothing new. Like you can't get under my skin. You can't get under you. It is very hard for somebody to do that. Because now I'm putting you in a position where I am no longer abiding by those rules that I used to play, because that's the story that I was getting told. Every time I was growing up, I was getting told, hey, you're not good enough. You're not worthy. I won't choose you. I told myself them stories over and over. I would tell myself those stories about even in the dating scene. I would tell myself. And this would stop me a lot of time from even dating. Is because I would tell myself, well, people are just going to keep saying the same thing. Oh, they're going to keep leaving. Cool. I look at it like this. It's just like I'm cool on it, right? I'm just cool on it. And I'm okay with what is about to happen. I know my life is changing. I know I'm changing right now, and I'm happy to be able to say this state, because the last 2 days I've just been in my own mind, and I just really need to. And I know this is why God's timing is always right, because I prayed about this situation. I looked, because I can't go off my own will. I can't live this life off my own will anymore. I can't. After seeing how much He's done for me, I can no longer live in a life that is okay with that setting. I know what's best for me. No, I know what God wants from me and what He needs out of me. And that is forgiveness, and that is love, and that is light. That's what He needs out of me. So for me, it's like I am showing up every single day. I'm a fucking beast when it comes down to fucking showing up. I may not look like that, but I promise you, it's around the corner. The opportunities are around the corner. And I don't want to sit here and be like, it's still hard. Oh, I want to show the world I'm possible. It's possible. It's possible. I'm telling you, watch.